this media is filled with only left-leaning ideology. It is totally leaning towards left ecosystem.
That was a spark to have a nationalistic angle to journalism.
Yeah. So then I came to know that I want to tell facts. I want to give only facts-based news, views and all. Whole national Hindi news channels are 25. But in Telugu, there are registered satellite news channels at 20. So you must be understanding the how media works in Telugu.
Media is mostly focused from a Delhi viewpoint, and maybe because of Republic, a little on Mumbai.
Exactly. So now we want to share southern perspective to the rest of the country. There are so many issues in southern states. If you go to coastal belt in Andhra Pradesh, huge conversions, Christian conversions, and there are so many issues related to Rohingya Muslims who are getting voter IDs and Aadhaar cards. They are not giving a proper space to southern states. That is what I believe.
Media being focused in the power corridors of Delhi. That is the reason they just want to look at what is in Delhi, what is nearby.
That is true. Media is just centered in Delhi, and they just have Lutyens lobby. I mean, Lutyens lobby is always dominates the whole ecosystem. Now we are having other perspective also, where other perspective is getting into the masses.
Where does the spark of an OTT come in, and what is the importance of OTT right now?
So my intention is Indic Renaissance needs a voice. This is what I believe in. Past 10 years, we are able to speak so many issues. We never used to think beyond politics, beyond caste lines.
So, is it like you have a political backing for it?
No, not yet. No, I don't have any political backup.
Then how are you going to sustain something like this without a political backup?
Everybody should speak in nationalistic viewpoint.
Namaskaram and welcome to Nationalist Hub Exclusive or NHX. This is the rebranded channel for Nationalist Hub English. And today, to kickstart our channel, the first video would be a discussion with the CEO of Nationalist Hub, Sai Krishna. Namaste, Mr. Sai Krishna.
Namaste, Aditya.
So you had quite an interesting career. You were an engineer by degree, then you moved into the media side, and a lot has gone on, and you started a YouTube channel in Telugu, and now here we are today, talking about an English channel as well. So, engineering to journalism. So how did the switch actually happen for you?
So basically, I belongs to a village called Avnur, which is in northern part of Telangana. So I came from a village where the Maoist sympathizers were huge, actually, the name of number. So from there, I was very much into I used to have a lot of revolutionary thoughts.
Okay.
So very rebellious in my school days and all. So after that, I studied engineering in Chennai. Okay.
Right.
So there I came to know some sort of things like knowing about Dravidian politics and all.
Right.
I wanted to be a media person.
Okay.
So I wanted to be a journalist who gives news and who will be in the society each and every second, every moment of lives. So I wanted to give information in first hand. So that is what my thought at that time.
Right. So, but when you brand Nationalist Hub, the channel's name itself is Nationalist Hub, and you also say you're a
so
nationalist
that is what I want.
journalism.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So when I started my career in media with one Telugu mainstream media channel, at that time I was just a journalist, and I wanted to give news, and I want to take interviews of eminent personalities, and I want to be a news person. That's it. I didn't have any ideological backup. I didn't have any ideological bent, actually. And I didn't know anything. So when I came to know lot of political turmoils, political developments like Ayodhya and even Gujarat riots, even at that time in 1980s, there were some this Chundur and Karanchedu massacre. Actually, that was a Dalit massacre which happened in 1980s and 90s in those days. So I was studying all the details of the massacres and the agitations and the Telangana movement. And when I read so many things, I came to know that this media is filled with only left-leaning ideology. Okay. It is totally leaning towards left ecosystem. and left ideology. There was no senior journalist at that time when I was budding journalist. At that time, I was taught only Ayodhya in a negative manner. The Dalits and the caste equations and all, and there is a Brahminical thoughts, and there is some atrocities and all. So we used to think only in a left leaning, with the left lens only. We used to see everything in a left lens. So when I read in the other side, of stories and all, when I read facts, when I get into the, when I dwell into so many things, so I came to know that there is lot of facts there, but it is not being projected by the media.
Highlighted properly.
Yeah, it is not highlighted.
So that was a spark to have a nationalistic angle to journalism.
Yeah. So then I came to know that I want to tell facts. I want to give only facts-based news, views and all. So in Telugu, there are 20, as of now, today, there are 20 mainstream media channels, satellite news channels registered by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting.
Right.
20 satellite news channels. If you go to Hindi, the national Hindi channels, total national Hindi satellite news channels are 27.
Right.
27. 25 private news channels, 2 are DD and the Sunset TV and all, government channels. So the whole Hindi ecosystem, the whole national Hindi news channels are 25. But in Telugu, there are registered satellite news channels 20. So you must be understanding the how media works in Telugu. So how, and those 20 regional news channels, every channel is linked to one or the other political parties in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh.
It's difficult to sustain without a political
parties backup.
Yeah.
I worked with various mainstream media channels as an editorial in charge, and I did so many debates and I used to conduct prime time debates and all. So after that, I came to know that I want to give information, I want to give news, I want to give views with nationalistic ideology, nation first motto. So I started Nationalist Hub in 2019, August 15th. So Nationalist Hub was just a YouTube channel, mere YouTube channel. I have been to Kashmir Valley after abrogation of Article 370, and I was the only, till now, I'm the only journalist who reported from ground zero of Kashmir Valley and who did extensive stories on Kashmiri Pandits, genocide and all. And after Galwan clash, I have been to Ladakh, border areas. I did so many stories from border, and Nationalist Hub is meant for national news with nationalistic perspective, national, international news, border security, external affairs, internal security. Right. And where Telugu mainstream media is lacking, Telugu mainstream media is totally confined to regional politics, regional news, regional issues, but that too in caste lens.
So as you're saying, you've been covering things like Kashmir also, and many national matters you've been covering. But then do you think because you were speaking mostly in Telugu, it did not really get any kind of attention or access in the rest of India?
Yeah, we got, I have given so many talks I participated in so many events, conferences, even international conferences also. But in Telugu, there is a need. Right. In Hindi, English, there are so many players. So many people are giving news and views in nationalistic perspective.
But don't you actually feel that media is mostly focused from a Delhi viewpoint, and maybe because of Republic a little on Mumbai?
Exactly. That is where we are getting into the English platform, which is NHX. Nationalist Hub motto is giving national, international news and internal security, external affairs, defense related stories, nationalistic perspective to Telugu audience. Right. There is a lacking in Telugu media. Right. So now we want to share southern perspective to the rest of the country. There are so many issues in southern states, correct, especially in Telugu states. There are a lot of conversions is happening actually in coastal belt. If you go to coastal belt in Andhra Pradesh, huge conversions, right, Christian conversions, and there are so many issues related to Rohingya Muslims who are getting voter IDs and Aadhaar cards. The national media is focused on West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, the Bimaru states and Hindi belt. So they are not giving, they are not giving a proper space to southern states. That is what I believe.
Do you think the problem is because I mean, some people actually say, there's a north-south divide, and in the north they're Hindi, so they're all one, and India is focused only on that. Southern states don't really speak much of Hindi, so this happened. You think that is the issue, or do you think media being focused in the power corridors of Delhi, that is the reason they just want to look at what is in Delhi, what is nearby?
That is true. That is true. Media is just centered in Delhi, and they just have Lutyens lobby. I mean, Lutyens lobby always dominates the whole ecosystem. Now we are having other perspective also, where other perspective is getting into the masses. So there are so many channels with nationalistic viewpoint. But the point is, in southern stories, if you look at southern states, like when I was in other channel, I mean, in 2008, 2009 period, at that time, Telangana agitation was in peaks, Telangana agitation, and even in Andhra Pradesh, there was a movement, Samaikyantra movement, so United Andhra Pradesh movement. So at that time, but the space from national media is very less, actually. So Telugu states, I mean, if you go to Madras-based news, like any Tamil Nadu stories, they'll give importance.
Correct.
But Telugu states, they don't. There is no space for Telugu news in national media.
Yeah, so I mean, even we see that in the political space, in the media space, generally, southern voices, even though it's not like they don't care about the South, it's just that they don't understand the South completely. So perhaps NHX delivering it in English will certainly convey the southern perspective across India, not just to the South.
Exactly.
Yeah. So which means, in spite of a language barrier, we are using English as a means of national integrity. Can we say that? That's what NHX is doing?
100%.
Right. So along with NHX, there's something even more ambitious that you've been doing. There's something called as the NH Prime OTT that you recently launched.
Yeah.
So earlier you were a YouTube guy. Generally we see across India, once you're on YouTube, they just diversify across YouTube. But you're doing something different here. You're getting into OTT space as well. There's also been talks that you've been looking into a satellite TV and a mainstream television as well. So where does the spark of an OTT come in, and what is the importance of OTT right now?
So my intention is, Indic Renaissance needs a voice. This is what I believe in. Past 10 years, we're able to speak so many issues. We never used to think beyond politics, beyond caste lines, beyond this, secular lens. So we used to be totally unaware of so many things.
Right.
So now, so many issues are getting into limelight. I mean, actually, they are again, we are knowing things in a first hand, like dharma, in terms of Bharatiya culture, Bharatiya Sanatana Dharma and Hinduism and all. We are celebrating it. So I want to promote it in a perfect manner. So now the problem is with the international media agencies, how they work. That is a whole left ecosystem is running the world actually. So but Google and Facebook, the social media platforms which are running in, I mean, they're controlling from USA.
Right.
The whole ecosystem is working here, and nationalistic viewpoint is being decreased. I mean, today Nationalist Hub is also getting lot of copyright claims, and we are getting, our traction is decreasing every day. Actually, they are on the job.
Right.
So now I want to make another platform where the nationalist voice should go with the same spirit which we are carrying now.
Right.
So we want to get into the masses, especially in nationalistic perspective,
Right.
because in Telugu, every news is being cooked by media channels. If the news channel works only with the political interests,
Right.
to get some party to the power, that is the only motto which they have.
Right.
But we have to burst those myths and those lies, and we have to burst their lies. For that, we need a big backup, big organization. That is the reason I want to make this a big organization, big satellite channel.
So since you're talking about more of a media ecosystem, where you're talking about a YouTube channel, a satellite channel, and an OTT and all, and seeing the state at which especially the southern Indian media is, that without political backing they don't really survive easily. So is it like you have a political backing for it?
No,
or
not
do you
at,
feel,
no, I don't have any political backup.
Then how are you going to sustain something like this without a political backup?
So we can do that. Actually, this should be a business model. That is what I feel in. Actually, media should not be biased to one political party.
Right.
But yes, if a political party does something good, we have to definitely tell that to the audience.
Right.
Okay, that is what called positive journalism.
Right.
In Nationalist Hub, we have given so many positive stories. In Telugu, there is just sensationalism and negativity across the media channels. Even in English also you find that. But in Telugu, Nationalist Hub has done so many positive stories which are impacting the society. For that, we have got good credibility in Telugu audience. Basically, we have got. I used to get mails and messages from so many viewers that they say that we stopped watching mainstream media channels, but now we are addicted to Nationalist Hub. This is what the message which we get usually.
Right.
So, the Nationalist Hub, we have a program called Global Roundup, International Affairs in Bharatiya Perspective. The tagline is that. So, that was almost 155 episodes we have completed. Every week, there are so many people who are waiting for that show.
Right.
To know so many international aspects, international developments in Telugu.
Right.
Okay, we are also telecasting one or another show which is called National Roundup.
Right.
With that, the national perspective, national news with nationalistic perspective. So there is no platform in Telugu. Past 40-50 years, there is no platform in Telugu which gives a proper news, proper positive news also. So that is what we are doing, and we hope NHX will also get good traction, get good support from the audience.
Great. And maybe as a last concluding point, now for all the viewers that are watching this program and many other programs on Nationalist Hub, what would you suggest that they can experience or expect from your OTT and from NHX?
NH Prime, the OTT channel is, we are making content with deep dive subjects, with researched content, and which you don't get anywhere in the other platforms. And everything is related to Bharatiya culture and even political developments, and with global trends, global developments with Bharatiya perspective. We're giving deep dive content actually. There's a big research team which is working for this. The first Telugu nationalistic OTT platform as of now. So now my objective is at least 10 to 15 channels, 10 to 15 big houses will definitely explore this kind of content, this kind of platform. They will definitely get into this. That is what my objective is. Everybody should speak in nationalistic viewpoint. That is what my motto is.
And you'll be willing to support anybody who's coming up with such ideas?
Sure.
Great. So thank you so much, Sai Krishna Garu. We had a great discussion today and wishing you all the best for NHX and NH Prime.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to NHX.
Nationalist Hub has been doing a lot for nationalism causes, especially in the Telugu states. Right now, he's going to venture to bring the whole of southern perspective to the rest of India and the rest of the world. So keep watching in the space. There's going to be a lot of action. We'll see you again. Namaste and Jai Hind.